In this video, we're going to do functional movements of the neck. All we do in the neck, it's a flexion and extension and rotation. We don't check the side bending because I believe the side bending, it's a little bit dangerous for our cervical area and you can damage your nerves, your root of the C3, C4, C5. So the first test, the person's head always have to be legs always together. So put them together. And I want him to step up. And what we check the flexion now. So I ask you to close the mouth and try to tuck your chin and touch your sternum. Okay. And what I see here, I see the space up here. Always don't be afraid to put some fingers and see if any space, and it's due. Do you feel experience any pain? We always ask if any movements cause the pain. If this is cause the pain, that's mean it's non-functional. And we have to find out why it's non-functional. So the next test, so I'm going to do side position. Can you go side position for me, David? So now tuck the chin again, and I want to show them. If any compensation, sometimes you can see the shoulders get shrugging or head going to the side. David's head is going actually a little bit side bending. But remember, when we measure his orbital, his head is a little bit tilted to the right. Now we go back. And back to the position. Now we're going to do extension. So extension, we go all the way up without any pain. So try to go as far as possible. And what I'm looking for 80 degrees. So basically it have to be 10 degrees from the vertical position of the head. Now go back. Is any pain present? So now we're going to go side position here and try to do again. And how you measure, you put the arm right on that chin and forehead. So it's like that. And I believe it's not it's not 80 degrees, it's 45 degrees. So now we have to go back. Is any pain present? So we definitely limited motion in extension and flexion. So now we need to find out what's going on with that. What's the problem here? Is that upper neck? Is that the shoulder? Is that the thoracic area? Okay, and the next one, we're going to do rotation of our neck. So hands all legs together and slowly going to rotate your head to the left as far as possible. And just make sure as far as possible. Is that okay? Is that as far as possible? Perfect. Yeah. So what we're looking for here, we're looking for 80 degrees too. So if you turn to the side and kind of do it for the camera, you can see it's no compensation. He's turning like fine, but he's restricted and it's around 45 degrees. So definitely we don't have a lot of rotation here. We don't have flexion, we don't have extension, and we don't have rotation. We need to find out why. Is that the mobility problem and stability? So feet always together and gonna try to turn to the right and see if you can do turn to the right. I need to switch position here. So what we're looking for here, if he can reach this 80 degrees, basically what's your chin have to be right in the middle of this clavicle. Sometimes people get lean shoulders forward. That's absolutely fine. You just, like I said, looking for this 80 degrees. Is any pain present right now? And as you can see, you have a little bit compensation here. He's kind of tilted head this way. Let's try it again and turn again. You always can see. Now you see when I tell them, there's some little bit side bending, he tried to correct it already. So the brain is a little bit tricky and he tried to correct it already, but he's still limited and no pain. So this is good as no pain. It's just non-functioning, but it's no pain and it's a good sign. All right. So next one, we're going to test the shoulders, and the best to test the shoulder, it's place the shoulder palm on the opposite shoulder. We're testing. So we're testing the left shoulder right now and hold this arm without, make sure David is not going to be compensated, and ask to lift this shoulder, elbow up as far as possible. Is any pain? Good. Okay, let it go. And switch and raise this one up. Is any pain present? Great. So you see it's no pain. What do we usually, if pain present, it's going to be infraspinatus and supraspinatus pain, and it's going to be shoulder rotator cuff, shoulder impingement. All right, next one, we're going to see the shoulder mobility. And we're going to ask David, turn around, feet together, and I want him to squeeze the fist like that with the fingers and try to go all the way up here and all the way up here. Switch. Just go ahead to do that. You see this distance, and now switch. I want you to squeeze your thumb like this. Try to switch, and you can see the difference. Okay, one more time. You see how big is the difference up here? It's huge. So basically, the normal positioning of the fist have to be the client's palm. So basically, it's from beginning of the palm to my middle finger. All right, and you can see. Is any pain?
No.
Also, what you were looking for here is any compensation. Sometimes people start moving the shoulder forward, or they try to change the spine, or they drop the head to the side. Let's take a look at David one more time. So David, go ahead and do it one more time. You see he's kind of bent a little bit head to the side. Here we go. Now he's trying to correct it, and he's struggling more. So this is big difference here. So definitely we have to look on the shoulders. What's going on with the shoulders? All right.